57 years ago, siblings Paul and Paula Esquilliano were brought into the world together. They were twins, and they shared a bond that few people could understand. They had always been close, but ever since the death of Paula's husband and child last year, the two had grown near inseparable. They came into this world together, and heartbreakingly, they left it the same way, after they were both shot dead on Monday evening. Paula's daughter, Hattieville, was in the United States when she got the devastating news.
Yesterday evening, I normally am on the phone with my mom, but I missed that call yesterday. We had postponed the call for later the evening. Since it was my birthday, we were going to do a little celebration together, virtually. So my sister called me when I was pulling up from work, and she said that Mom and Uncle Paul just got shot. To be honest, I didn't hear the rest of it. I needed some time to compose myself and assistance with that. And once I was able to compose myself, I booked a flight. And it was a few minutes later when my sister called back, and she video called, and I saw her face, and I said no. She said yes, and I said, Uncle Paul, and she said yes, and I said no.
According to police, both 57-year-olds were found at Belisle's residence on Esquilliano Boulevard, motionless on the ground with apparent gunshot injuries to the body. Belisle and Esquilliano succumbed to their injuries. A neighbor and longtime family friend was quick to arrive to the scene after she received the news.
They just can't believe it, and I know most people that know them would say the same thing. It's unbelievable. I come because I want to see that true with my own eyes. I'm in need to see that, to believe that, because people don't say things that is not so.
The Esquilliano family is a large one, with the siblings having 9 children combined. However, the tragedy had recently washed over the family portrait after Paula Belisle lost both her husband and daughter in the same year. Charlotte says that her mother's siblings were a constant support in her mother's life.
They would always tease each other, and after my dad died, my uncle took it upon himself to say that he would be here every day with my mom to make sure that she's okay. And he was here with my mom, and they both met that untimely end yesterday. I'm thankful that my mom had my uncle. I'm thankful for the support that we have, and as siblings, we stand firm with my aunt and my cousins in the loss of my uncle and my mom. They were twins, they were born together, they departed together, and it is my belief in the blessed hope that they will be resurrected together.
Those closest to the siblings describe them as firm believers and active members of their churches. The family claims that the two had no issues with anyone they knew that could incite this kind of violence. No suspects have been detained at this time.
They were not aggressive people, they were not confrontational people. My uncle always had the scripture on his lips. My mom was always helpful, always cheerful as a parent, supportive in school, doing all that she could do for anybody, whether it's family or neighbor or anything of that kind. No, nothing of a violent nature was mingled in any of the two of their lives.
As family and friends continue to grieve and seek answers, Belisle's wish is that her mother and uncle can be remembered for their devotion to their faith and not for the violent crime that led to their tragic deaths. Britney Gordon for News 5.